So before I start the video, I just want to let you know that if you are subscribed or subscribed to my channel after this video, make sure that you click the bell icon beside the subscribe button and turn on the send me on notifications for this channel and then save. If you do not do this, so will you probably not be notified whenever I upload a new video, so it is really important that you turn it on. There are many creepy dolls and other things in the world which are created to look like they're made out of real human remains. Most of these things are of course fake, but they are actually dolls and other things that are made out of human remains. Necropants. In the 17th century, sorcerers on Iceland believed that if you wore a certain kind of pants, called necropants or nabrok, so would you become rich. So how do you create one of these so-called necropants? Well, the sorcerer would first have to get the permission from a living person to flay their skin from the waist down after they have died. After a person had died, so would the sorcerer dig up the corpse and then flay the skin from the waist down. The sorcerer would then have to steal a coin from a poor widow and place it in the scrotum along with a piece of paper with the magic word Nabrokastaför written on it. The sorcerer would then step into the pants and the pants would become a part of his own body. If done correctly, so would the pants then collect money into the scrotum from living people, and it would never become empty as long as the original coin is not removed. There is unfortunately no surviving pair of necropants today, but the Museum of Icelandic Sorcery and Witchcraft have a pretty gruesome replica of the pants to give you an idea on how they would look like. Yamada's deformed babies. Takeshi Yamada is a 56-year-old Japanese-American artist who lives in Brooklyn, New York. Yamada is best known for creating fake creatures out of organic and inorganic materials, such as weird skulls, creepy creatures, and much more. While most of these so-called creatures look really amazing, some of Yamada's creations are not that amazing and more like disturbing and disgusting. These deformed babies are handcrafted by Yamada with his own blood and skin, along with some animal bones. Yamada said the following about how and why he used his own skin to create the deformed babies. During summer months, I shed skins multiple times and I carefully removed them from my body. I preserved them as specimens from a cabinet of curiosities. I mounted my own skin specimens on the super realistic replicas of freak human babies, which I created. In this way, their body surface look real. Many people think that the deformed babies are just really disgusting and disturbing, but there are of course some people that think that they are amazing and even beautiful. So I ask you, what do you think about Yamada's deformed babies? The table made out of human remains. Efisio Marini was an Italian scientist and doctor who lived in the 18th century. Marini later offered a table to Napoleon III, which was made out of human remains such as brain, blood, liver and lungs. There are also a foot and 4 ears, which sits on top of the table. The table can be seen today at the Museum of the History of Medicine in Paris. As you noticed, so wasn't there a lot of information about this story, but if you know anything else about this table, please let me know in the comments below. The human dolls. Anatoly Moskvin is a 50-year-old man who used to live in Nizhny Novgorod in Russia. Moskvin's neighbors described him as a smart and kind person, but what they did not know about Moskvin was that he would often go out at night and dig up the corpses of small girls who had been buried in the local graveyards. After he had removed the corpse of a little girl, so would he bring the corpse back home and then mummify the body by using a combination of salt and baking soda. Once the body was dry enough, so would he transform it into a human doll. He would stuff the body with rags and paddings, then dress it with children clothes and wigs. He would also sometimes put a music box inside the rib cage. Moskvin would eventually be arrested in 2011, and the police found 29 mummified bodies inside Moskvin's apartment, which he had made into human dolls. The following video was recorded in Moskvin's apartment and shows the mummified bodies.
Вечерние съемки. Ноги. Да.
Moskvin later said that he had removed over 150 corpses from their graves, and the reason for doing so was because he felt sorry for them and that he believed that he could eventually bring them back to life. Moskvin is at the moment held in a psychiatric hospital in Russia. Ed Gein. Ed Gein was born on August 27, 1906 in La Crosse, Wisconsin. Gein grew up with his alcoholic father named George Philip, his religious mother named Augusta Wilhelmine, and his older brother named Henry. The family later moved to an isolated farm in Plainfield, Wisconsin. Gein's mother purposely isolated Gein from other people, and he was only allowed to leave the farm when he had to go to school. She would also punish him whenever he tried to make friends. At home, Gein spent most of his time working on the farm and spending time with his mother. Gein's mother would often read the Bible to her sons and tell them that women were only prostitutes and the instruments of the devil. Gein's brother and father later both died of heart failure, but many people believe that Gein might have actually killed his own brother. Gein's mother later died in 1945, and Gein became devastated by losing his only friend and mother. Gein was now all alone, and he became increasingly deranged, and he even created a woman's suit so that he could become his mother. Gein would eventually begin to dig up recently buried female corpses from the local graveyards. He would cut off different body parts and keep them in the house as trophies. In 1954, Gein murdered a woman named Mary Hogan, and he later murdered another woman named Bernice Warden in 1957. The police suspected Gein, and they later searched his farm, and they then discovered the decapitated body of Bernice Warden. When the police later searched Gein's house, they found several furniture and clothes made out of human remains, such as a chair covered with human skin, bowls made from human skulls, leggings made from human skin, a belt made from female nipples, and much more. Gein was sent to the Central State Hospital for the Criminally Insane on November 21st, 1957, and he eventually died in 1984 at the Mendota Mental Health Institute. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you liked the video, and if you did, a like would be very appreciated. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more videos. If you want to support me even more, then you can head over to my Patreon page and donate as much as you want. You will receive different rewards depending on how much you have donated. Take care, and I will see you in my next video.